My name is Rayan Nazar. I have 16 years old. I am from Mauritius Island. Before my surgery, pain was here and I not able to play with my friend. After surgery, I'm feeling good and I can walk normally and climb.
He had a condition called as scoliosis, and not just that, the problem with this particular boy is he's also got a genetic problem which is called as the neurofibromatosis 1. Now what happened with this child was that he was operated for scoliosis in Mauritius in the month of June 2022, and unfortunately this operation which was performed on him failed because the rods broke, and he was operated again after 7 months later, and again the instruments what they had put, the rod had broken because of his genetic condition which is neurofibromatosis 1. In this condition what happens is the bones do not join together well. Now when this happens, there is a lot of stress on the screws on rod which are put in the spine, and because of a cyclical or repeated load on the rods tend to break. When this patient came here, we again performed another detailed set of evaluation on this kid. Now the surgery itself had to be planned this time so that the instruments wouldn't fail. So the way that we do in a condition like this, which is neurofibromatosis, is that we have to address the problem from the front and the back. So the last 2 surgeries were all done from the back, and that's one of the reasons that there is a possibility that these instruments can fail. So what we do from the front is basically we open up the thorax, the chest, we go from the front, and these vertebral bones which are stacked one on the top of another, we make a space. There's a disc which is there between the 2 bones. We remove the disc, especially at the worst of its curvature. We go in there, we remove the disc, and we graft that area. So by doing this, we are trying to improve the fusion process, which is basically the bones sticking together. We are trying to improve the probability and the chances of that happening. In surgery, we started off by doing an anterior surgery. The cardiothoracic surgeon helped us to do the thoracotomy, enter the disc space. Luckily, everything was going well. We could actually do the discectomies as we had planned. We also, whatever ribs we had removed while doing the thoracotomy, we basically made those into small bits of grafts and implanted that into the disc spaces. And after this was done, we could do this very quickly, and then we put him back in a prone position with his face facing downwards, which is called a prone position, and started doing the posterior procedure. And then we could revise the whole instrument by the new set of screws and rods which we had to use. We could get a very strong construct at the end of the procedure. Rayan withstood the surgery very well, and by the 3rd or 4th day, Rayan was able to walk, and he made a few steps and he was able to walk comfortably. We discharged him from the hospital at about 7th and 8th day. I'm very happy with the way Rayan has responded to this surgery. He's recovered quite well and he's ready to go back to Mauritius, and I'm really happy with the way the things have gone. And we're going to follow him up over 3 months, 6 months and 1 year to see how he does. And I'm quite hopeful that he will do well. And I wish Rayan all the best, and I wish Rayan leads a happy and fruitful life ahead.
After I going to my country, I want to train to play my favorite sport, basketball.